Hey Landing Party Gamers, welcome to Flight Sim Expo 2021 in beautiful San Diego, and that's why we're here. Our first live event in some time, and I'm happy to bring it to you on our YouTube channel. We're going to be working the Flight Sim Builder booth this weekend, so I'll show you some of the stuff that we're up to over there. But we're going to check out a little bit of the con as well, see what other exhibitors are happening. Just at the beginning, they've got t-shirts that people have pre-ordered. The welcome ceremony has already started. And we're about to get into this. The doors are just about to open at the exhibit hall. So let's see what Flight Sim Expo 2021 is all about. So our first booth today is Turtle Beach with the Velocity 1 Flight. And this is their combined PC and Xbox Microsoft Flight Simulator experience here. It comes with both the yoke and the throttle quadrant, and if you have something like a chair that you want to mount this to, you can even take the throttle quadrant off, mount it to the chair, and it just uses a USB to USB-C cable to connect it back to the yoke. That's a really good idea, and I'm sure making it transportable as well if you want to take it to conventions like this. We're set up in the big Cessna here, and you've got your standard controls on the top. You know, you've got your look around switches. You've got your GA panel yokes, throttle, mixture, and propeller controls. And depending on the profile you set on the screen in the middle, you can have these activated, or you can have these activated, and it'll deactivate these so that you're not accidentally going full throttle in your jet when you have these down in reverse. Right now, it looks like we're in a combo profile, which means I can use either or. So if I put these all the way forward, I can then control this independently and forget about these, which is nice. So let's try to start it up. We've got stickers both here and in the middle. These are the annunciators. These are actually buttons here. And we can do engine auto start. And that'll give us a, hopefully, spinning propeller. We can turn the parking brakes off, and away we go. We've got triggers on the top right and left for rudder. And let's see if we can't take off and see the feel. Right in the middle of the screen here, we've got how much we're using as far as each of our axes of movement. Things like rudder movement, we've got our different axes here, here, and here. And we can basically use it to train, like how much am I trimming out? I can exactly see where my trim wheel is on the screen here, because sometimes it's hard to see on the screen. It's a pretty cool little unit, and you're able to customize it quite a bit with both stickers that come with the unit, or you can even do it yourself for both the buttons on the device here, like engine start, parking brake, etc., as well as your annunciators, like your gear warning, your master caution, stuff like that. And it feels very smooth. Obviously, these are brand new units. That's to be expected, but the combination of both the GA stuff as well as the airline stuff, and you can either use it independently at the same time. You can create custom profiles as well. As soon as this thing launches, if you're somebody who's playing on an Xbox like we are today, this is my first time on the Xbox and I didn't even know it. So kudos to Turtle Beach on making a product that's geared for both audiences and seems to do it quite well. They put a lot of thought into this, as well as possibly some expandability. So hopefully we see this take off, pun intended. And we'll check out some of the other booths here at Flight Sim Expo.
Southwest 842 descend via the Lucky 1 arrival, San Diego. Altimeter is 2, or correction 3000.
So for anybody who flies online, you've definitely heard of VATSIM or IVAO, and here at the show we've got both booths taking a look at VATSIM and getting a real interesting look at what the background is for the controller side of things, and just the complexity of how the system works and how similar it is to how it works in real life. And it's great to be able to actually see these guys that help us out online with the live ATC and really get into how the system works and sort of show people that being a controller is rewarding as well as fun as being able to fly it on the other side, where we're used to seeing it from the pilot side. So if you're ever interested in checking out VATSIM or even IVAO, really cool stuff that they're doing to help the community grow and be able to be the ATC for free. So obviously at Flight Sim Expo, everybody's looking at the peripherals, and we've already seen Turtle Beach. You've got companies that are doing mobile chairs that can actually make you feel like you're in the plane or on a roller coaster. And of course, Thrustmaster, being one of the biggest names in flight sim, has got a big showing here between things like their joysticks, their HOTASs, their pedals, and just a lot of cool stuff for us to look at. Let's see what they're up to here at the Thrustmaster booth. We're looking at the Boeing yoke and throttle quadrant, first shown this weekend at Flight Sim Expo here in San Diego. And a couple of the things they really wanted to show off was the pendular motion. It's not a straight back yoke like you might see in a Cessna or a 182. It's actually very similar, in fact, to the way that it would work in a real Boeing Dreamliner. All the internals are full metal, so you've got a very sturdily mounted device here to your table. You can either buy them individually or as a combo, and this is specifically for those people that want to fly their Boeings in Flight Simulator, and likely all the other flight simulators on PC. The buttons have these really nice tactile feedback, very quickly. You've got your reversers, your flap levers and everything, and very accurate feeling with the snapback of the yoke. They've also got other GA related things like this Thrustmaster T-Flight headset that plugs right into your 3.5mm jack, something that if you're talking on VATSIM or whatever, TeamSpeak, Discord, this is going to be a great way to get really into the game and feel like you're actually flying the planes with your Thrustmaster peripherals. Now, if you want any more information about the Boeing yoke from Thrustmaster, they're going to be releasing information about that on November 9th. So make sure you stay tuned to their website and social media profiles. Well, welcome to the Honeycomb booth, where they're showing off, of course, their existing quadrants, but they also are showing off their copies of X-Plane 12, which is a huge announcement here at Flight Sim Expo. They've also come out with a couple of new sticks. So branching away from just the yokes, they're coming out with both a fighter stick as well as a more general aircraft or large airliner sticks to get people that don't necessarily want to use the yokes but still want the quality of Honeycomb in their products for sticks. So they're showing off everything, and a couple of big announcements here at Flight Sim Expo 2021. So taking a look at everything they're making, and it's great to see these local companies like Honeycomb doing such a great job and supporting San Diego. So great job, Honeycomb. Okay, last but certainly not least is the Flight Sim Builder booth. This is where I've been helping out this weekend, and we've got both the 530, the G1000, and the 6-pack, which are the 1000 and the 6-pack being the newest things we're announcing at the convention this weekend. And if you've ever come over to the LAN parties at my house or seen my Flight Sim in person, you know how much I tote the 530. This is something that helped me get through my instrument license for my pilot's license in real life. This is something where it's basically an external monitor, so you can just pop out the 530 in-game, drag it over to your monitor, same with the G1000, and then map the buttons as if it's a joystick in games like Flight Sim 2020 with a plugin, or natively in X-Plane. So this has been a really great chance to help support a local booth. Stan, who owns Flight Sim Builders, just flies out of Montgomery, just like us. And you know, we got together and he suggested I help him out with the booth, and I was happy to do so. So anyway, if you're into Flight Sim, building your own cockpits, GA specifically, with any of this type of stuff, check it out. Just look up flightsimbuilder.com.